You know, it's kind of hard to take feminism seriously when there's so much institutionalized hate against men. In divorces, it's pretty much a guarantee that the courts will grant custody of the kids to mothers, like fathers don't matter at all. A perfect example of this double standard is Mrs. Doubtfire. The film revolves around the family torn apart by divorce, forcing the dad to take extreme measures in order to still see his children. In this case, dressing up like a drag queen. Daniel is a fun-loving, charming guy. He even proves to be a concerned father when he quits because production wanted to push cigarettes on kids. That's more than I can say for my old man. He's also incredibly talented, as we notice when he fools Miranda multiple times over the phone. Speaking of Miranda, she's all work and no play. One little party and she immediately wants a divorce. A divorce in which she weaponizes the children and rips them away from their loving father, just because the system allows her to.
Doesn't that make you a little mad? It makes me very mad!
So what if he wasn't always firm with the children, threw outlandish parties and violated city laws, causing her to rush home in a fit? So what if he made her out to be the bad guy because she was hung up on rules and good grades? And yeah, she cried herself to sleep a lot, but most of my girlfriends did that and they were fine. This is what happens when women decide to pick a career over staying home to be a trad wife. As God had intended. I mean, she's even got the kids cooking while she's on the phone for her job. And you can tell she's irresponsible because she's on the phone while driving. As the great Dale Partridge said, it all started with that blasted 19th Amendment.
Is it good that women can vote in America? I don't think so.
So from here on out, I'm going to refer to her as the Wicked Witch of Divorce. Like most women, she's not happy till the man's been ground to nothing but dust. Not only is Daniel only allowed to see his kids 1 day a week, but she also cuts into that short time.
Doesn't that make you a little mad? It makes me very mad!
She's also unprofessional because she starts dating a client, one she's obviously smitten with, even before the divorce. I don't usually quote
the blacks,
but I believe Mr. Brown said it best.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Though I'd rather listen to Daniel, who's an excellent rapper.
I'm a raptor, doing what I can, gonna eat everything till the appearance of man.
It's a talent that even extends to his Doubtfire form.
I'm a hip old granny who could hip-hop, bebop, dance till you drop, and yo-yo make a wicked cup of coo-coo.
Hey Lydia, which performance do you think was better?
I kind of like the black one.
Me too.
Well, I guess we know who she's bringing home for dinner. As for Miranda's cheating behind, I mean, yeah, he's James Bond, but thou shalt not covet another man, lady. Man, I miss the days when you could just stone chicks to death.
Doesn't that make you a little mad? It makes me very mad!
The rest of the female characters are out for blood as well. Just check out the smug look on the Wicked Witch's lawyer. There's also an applicant for the housekeeper job who sounds like every modern feminist.
I don't do laundry, I don't do windows, I don't do carpets, I don't do bathtubs, I don't do toilets, and I don't do diapers. Well, I don't do washing, I don't do basements, I don't do dinners, I don't do reading.
But there are a few other male characters. Sort of. One of them is Daniel's brother Frank, and he's obviously a regular at Pride Month. Now, woke audiences quickly assume that Frank being flamboyant and Daniel dressing up as a woman might mean this film caters heavily to the LGBTQ, up, down, left, right, start, select community.
yes.
But in actuality, it's about the lengths a straight white male father will go to in order to see his children. And he doesn't just dress up, he really does take care of the kids in the house, much better than Miranda did. He even learns how to cook. You can't blame him for initially not being skilled in that department. The kitchen is a woman's domain after all. Daniel spends one night taking care of the kids and they even notice it does their mum good. Further proof that she could have just left the job to him. See, if he was one of
the blacks,
it wouldn't even come to divorce, he'd just go out for milk to never be seen again. Daniel also exposes that women aren't all that bright. He spends one day in heels and immediately deduces you'd have to be crazy to wear those on a regular basis. The movie isn't done busting his balls as his caseworker tries to find more ways to keep him from his kids. Why? Because she too is a woman. You see, the only time women aren't fighting each other is when there's a man around to harass. Speaking of harassment, the pink-haired Landwells and Soy Boys couldn't help but stick in a male character who's a total horn dog trying to sneak into Mrs. Doubtfire's granny pants. When he moves into his new apartment, he's also harassed by a pair of boys who definitely don't have good genes. A reminder that the white demographic is quickly being drowned out by illegal immigrants. Where's ICE when you need them? Obviously, without Daniel around, the Hillard house has gone to the dogs. Which is why Chris just barges into the washroom without knocking and discovers the ruse. But because he too is a straight white male, he's appalled at the idea of men dressing up as women and sharing the same washroom as them, so he's ready to mix it up with old Mr. Doubtfire. That's because no drag queen ever read to him in kindergarten. Daniel has no choice but to tell Chris and Lygia the truth. Can't tell little Matilda though, cause women be gossiping. I'm surprised Lygia didn't end up botching the whole thing. Daniel does exactly what the judge ordered and even gets a shot at a high profile gig in the television business. But as soon as he has a meeting set up, Miranda has to sabotage that by planning a birthday dinner for the same day, same time, and same place. But boozer, you patron of the pounced upon patriarchy. Miranda didn't know yet that Daniel was Doubtfire, so how could she have planned the dinner on purpose? Well, dear naive viewer, it's quite simple. You've heard of this little thing called women's intuition? Miranda's radar was telling her that Daniel had a big opportunity coming up, and her female DNA said, no, we'll have none of that.
Doesn't that make you a little mad?
It makes me very mad.
After all his efforts, Daniel is given even less freedom with the kids. But you can't blame the judge for thinking Daniel's crazy. After all, he dressed like he was part of the LGBTQ up, down, left, right, start, select community.
The reality is that your lifestyle over the past months has been very unorthodox. And I refuse to further subject 3 innocent children to your peculiar and potentially harmful behavior.
Yes!
I am suggesting a period of psychological testing and perhaps treatment for you, Mr. Hillard.
More of that, please. More of that, my girl.
Take that, drag queens. But because he's a straight white male, Daniel perseveres and eventually lands his own show. A show he also uses to highlight the problem with UK immigration.
Do you know what language they speak in England?
Pakistani.
Oh, that's right, Kovacs. In many stores they do.
Helicopter, helicopter. Helicopter, helicopter.
Yeah, he has to dress like a woman, but that's the good thing, because that way he prevents the job going to an actual woman who would have been a DI hire anyway. Anytime we can deliver a blow to feminism, an angel gets its wings. Certainly worthy of celebration. Hallelujah. But there's more, dear viewer. Like a true champ, Daniel makes sure that the straight white male whose time slot he took isn't fired, but has a role on the new show. Because us whites need to stick together. When the Wicked Witch sees Daniel on TV with a successful show, her estrogen levels immediately said, we'll have none of that. So she marches down to the station to pick a fight.
You took my children away from me. I can only see them now with supervision. If I try to hug them, she wonders why. You know what that's like?
Doesn't that make you a little mad?
It makes me very mad.
Because God forbid this man have a moment of happiness. Notice that not once does she apologize and even finds a way to make it all about her.
Look, you hurt me too.
Oh, you ripped my heart out. Will you come back to do it again?
I lied.
Because when it's time for accountability, the also indestructible girl boss is all too happy to play the victim card.
That's her.
In the end, the Wicked Witch allows Daniel to have more time with the kids, but it's probably because she wants more opportunities to ruin his day. And if you're wondering where Stu went, well, he probably realized how evil the Wicked Witch is, so he buzzed off and joined MI6. Because even fighting rogue spies and international assassins is easier than dealing with baby mama drama. Last call before I close up for the night. Mrs. Doubtfire is a celebration of all things feminine, and a warning that they come at the expense of the very civilization that men have carefully crafted. As a testament to masculine supremacy, Daniel achieves great things. He's even better at being a woman than the women themselves. Dresses like a trad wife, nips gossip and badmouthing in the bud, and he's got two houses so clean that it takes the Wicked Witch by surprise. And all he got in return for it was suffering. You know what? I'm gonna end my own suffering that this film has subjected me to and go watch Predator again. Ah, Predator. You'll always have full custody of my heart. And in support of Daniel, I'm going to let Mrs. Doubtfire in this video.
Well, that's all for today.
Go away now.